In the vast, sun-scorched landscapes of North America, where heat presses down like a physical weight and the land seems stripped to its bare essentials, lives a creature that appears less like an animal and more like a fragment of the earth itself. The horned lizard does not run from the desert. It belongs to it. Its body mirrors the cracked soil, its colors echo sand and stone, and its stillness rivals that of the rocks among which it rests. In a world where survival often demands speed or strength, the horned lizard has chosen a different path: endurance through invisibility. Long before modern deserts took the current form, the ancestors of the horned lizard were already adapting to a life of extremes. Fossil evidence suggests that these reptiles emerged millions of years ago, refining their bodies not for chase or combat, but for patience. As climates shifted and grasslands turned to arid plains, many species vanished. The horned lizard stayed, reshaping itself generation by generation into a living shield against heat, predators, and scarcity. Its physical form tells this story clearly. Flattened from top to bottom, the horned lizard presses itself close to the ground, minimizing its shadow and reducing exposure to the sun. Its broad body allows it to absorb warmth during cold desert mornings and release heat slowly as temperatures rise. Covering this body is a mosaic of spines and horns, not merely ornamental, but deeply functional. Each horn disrupts the outline of the animal, confusing predators and making it difficult to swallow, while its rough, armored skin discourages attack altogether. The head of the horned lizard is crowned with spikes that resemble ancient weaponry, yet these horns are tools of deterrence, not aggression. Unlike predators that rely on intimidation through movement, the horned lizard relies on suggestion. To a hungry fox or bird of prey, this spiked silhouette sends a clear message: effort without reward. Often, this is enough. Coloration is another layer of defense. Horned lizards can subtly adjust their tones to match the soil beneath them, blending seamlessly into their surroundings. When they stop moving, they nearly disappear. Many predators pass within inches without ever realizing the lizard is there. This mastery of stillness is not accidental. It is learned, refined, and essential. Feeding in the desert is a challenge few animals master, yet the horned lizard has specialized in one of the most abundant and dangerous food sources available: ants. Harvester ants, armed with powerful mandibles and chemical defenses, swarm the desert floor in vast numbers. To most animals, they are more trouble than they are worth. To the horned lizard, they are survival itself. Using a quick, sticky tongue, the horned lizard consumes ants in astonishing quantities, sometimes thousands in a single day. Its stomach is adapted to neutralize their toxins, and its scales help deflect bites. This specialization reduces competition, allowing the horned lizard to thrive where others would starve. In consuming ants, it also plays a role in regulating insect populations, subtly shaping the desert ecosystem. Movement is deliberate and economical. The horned lizard does not waste energy. It walks rather than runs, pausing often, conserving moisture and strength. When threatened, it relies first on camouflage, then on intimidation, and only as a last resort, on one of the most extraordinary defense mechanisms in the animal kingdom. When camouflage and armor fail, the horned lizard reveals a defense so unexpected that it seems almost mythical. By increasing blood pressure in tiny vessels around its eyes, the lizard can rupture them deliberately, spraying blood outward in a sudden burst. This blood contains chemicals that are distasteful to predators, particularly canines. The effect is immediate and often decisive. A predator expecting flesh instead encounters shock and bitterness, retreating in confusion. This behavior is rare, costly, and used sparingly. It reflects the horned lizard's philosophy of survival: do nothing until you must, then do only what is necessary. There is no excess, no waste, no drama, only efficiency. Socially, horned lizards are solitary creatures. They do not form groups or colonies, meeting only briefly during breeding seasons. Eggs are laid in shallow nests, where heat from the sun incubates them naturally. Hatchlings emerge fully formed, miniature versions of adults, already equipped with spines and instincts. From the moment they surface, they are alone. Despite their ancient adaptations, horned lizards face modern threats they were never designed to handle. Habitat loss from urban expansion, agriculture, and road construction fragments the desert landscape. Invasive ant species disrupt their food supply, replacing native ants with species that horned lizards cannot safely consume. Pesticides further reduce insect populations, tightening the margins of survival. Conservation efforts are ongoing but challenging. Protecting a species that survives by being unseen requires understanding its environment as a whole. Preserving desert ecosystems, maintaining native insect populations, and respecting the balance of arid landscapes are essential steps toward ensuring the horned lizard's future. The horned lizard is not a relic of the past. It is proof that survival does not always favor dominance or aggression. Sometimes, it favors stillness. In the relentless desert sun, where life clings to the edges of possibility, the horned lizard remains, patient and perfectly adapted, waiting as it always has, for the world to pass by without noticing.